Hello people, this is Ron again. As I said in my previous video, I failed my NCLEX and had to pretty much reevaluate how to approach it this time. And it took me a minute. I was going through like the stages of grief and everything, and like now I came back and I'm okay. I had to get my mind right, talk to a few people that's already nurses and needed some inspiration because I was really struggling this past weekend, but now I have a different mindset and have a plan to approach it. If you did fail NCLEX, you will go through the stages of grief. You're gonna feel bad, and you just have to give yourself a few days and figure out how can you approach it differently. Me, I am taking HERS now. I started today, and they started off with the fluid and electrolytes lecture, and I think that I pretty much learned more from HERS than I did the last few weeks that I was taking Kaplan. I don't know, like me, they have a lot of visuals and it's a lot of interaction. It helps me think. When I was taking Kaplan, especially that first week, I did the live online version, and because like I didn't want to be around other students because I'm one of those people that get really anxious, and I just seeing that other people's catching on to things when I'm not just makes me more stressed out. So that's why I did the live online version. I did it in my own room so I could just feel more comfortable. I did that, but like the how Kaplan was set up on the live online version, it was like an instructor in the left upper corner, and she was teaching and everything, and then you'll type your answers and your responses and everything, but it's like probably 200 plus people doing it, and it's not really one-on-one. So that was the main problem. Like I knew I kind of didn't like it when I started, but it was I got a scholarship for me to take Kaplan, so that's why I gave it a chance. And I think at this point I'm just gonna use Kaplan mostly for. I'll see if I can still use the decision tree when I use it for later, like when I start doing questions again. But like I'm not gonna use it as a guideline. I didn't like how it was set up. How you just it's pretty much like nursing school for Kaplan to me. Like they'll give you the here's the book, here's the videos, you figure it out instead of is them giving you the overall thing. Like Kaplan is like, here it is, like you can do it on your own. You have to do this to be successful. And I didn't like how they was saying that and doing it. Originally I just didn't like it anyway, and I was just trying to push through it. Hearst, they have content videos, about 50 minutes each video, and I did like fluid and electrolytes part 1 and 2 today, and it did help a lot. And then after, they also have a course pack. They it's not this big, but I ended up printing off the extra material just in case. And they have it set up that you can print the PDF versions, like almost like a course pack, that you can like follow along, fill in the blanks, and make those connections to be successful. And then they also have a course pack that you can buy for $30. I end up doing that because what ink is going to cost me and paper, I was just like, okay, I need this thing to hurry up and come in the mail. So I ended up buying it yesterday and hopefully come this week. And then printing off the few videos I need to get through. I mean, the few pages that I need to get through the next few days. So they have like a whole bunch of videos. It's like maybe 20 something videos, maybe. I'm not really sure. And they say it'll take like 2 to 3 weeks to get through it. I'm pretty much doing like maybe 2 to 3 videos a day, depending on how heavy the content is. And that's my plan. I Hearst. And then they also have, they said to do all the content first and then do the practice questions, which is like 125 questions, I believe, per test. But to supplement that, I'm also using the NCLEX Mastery app. Let me see if I can show you this is what it looks like. And I'm pretty much using this because it's kind of set up the same way. Like it's set up by the way how Hearst does it. They set up the material by content like oncology, fluid and electrolytes, respiratory, da 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 da. And NCLEX RN Mastery app is doing the same thing. So I don't so I can apply the material that I learned for that day. I'm gonna only do like 10 questions to supplement that and not overdo it, because it is a lot of content to go through for each lecture. So watching the videos is like maybe 2.5 hours to get through it, and depending on if you're doing 2 to 3 lectures, 2 to 3 hours, and do 10 questions before I go to sleep to follow that material. And I think that's what my plan is so far for right now. And then when I finish the material, I'll just do questions, and then I can use Kaplan questions as to supplement that and see how that works out for me. I really had to think about what is best for me. First, they did say a lot of people that failed it the first time that was taking other review courses normally do better with this one, so this is what I'm trying to do. I'm also like using apps. I was getting other people's input. Had to do some praying on it because this was a rough few days for me. I really had to like sit down and see what was best for me. I threw everything away from when I was using to study for my first NCLEX, because honestly that was not working for me and I needed a refresh button. So even on my binder, I have like a refresh so I could just remember like this is something I'm doing it different. And I was looking at other people's YouTube videos that when they failed, and I like inspiration. I put Ronald RN after my name to help me get through it, and a few goals like pass with 150 questions or less. That's like one goal that I want, because I really don't want to go through the 265 questions again. That was absolutely terrible. I really don't want to go through that again. So I'm trying to take the necessary steps to hopefully get less than that. And I put just need to pass on it. I'm like, pass with minimum competency, even though I'm not focusing on the minimum. I just need to pass this bitch. Sorry for the cursing, but that's how I feel. And also at the bottom I put no NCLEX formed against me shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17, even though the NCLEX is no weapon, but right now the NCLEX is my weapon that's against me. So no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No NCLEX formed against me shall prosper. So I'm trying to take this in a different approach, trying to be positive about the situation and see what happens. I just started Kaplan Day, like I said, and I absolutely love it. They break the stuff down really well, and afterwards gave myself some breaks in between, especially during the lectures, and then took the time to go over the notes and explain stuff verbally in my own words, like looking at it, seeing if I can regurgitate it out backwards. They really focus on if you can say it in your own words, you're learning the material and it's starting to engrave. So that's what I'm trying to do. Since my lease ends August 1st, I'm gonna move back home with my parents. Even though I don't want to do that, it's something I gotta do. And I won't be working during that time frame either. So when I move back, because while I'm back still at the college environment, I'm living in my apartment close to, and have to work a few hours. So I'm trying to pick up enough hours, well not pick up, but work a few hours so I can sustain myself while I'm at home, just to pay off like my credit card and my cell phone bill, because I can't rely on my parents for that. I don't know, I'm just trying to take this as it is. You have to take it one day at a time. Took me a minute to rebuild my strength for this and see how this goes. Like I was saying, if it's time to make a comeback. I was looking at YouTube videos, a lot of people pass afterwards, and you just have to approach it differently. You have to come up with a plan that's completely different. The first time I was taking it, I was using Kaplan. I did not like the Kaplan book. Like, it was just like, you have to read it page to page, and this is like, probably 800 pages. I'm like, no one got time for that. So I'm taking that differently. I'm also planning on using Saunders' book, Comprehensive Review, and they have like an online thing, so I'm planning on using that for questions as well, and then use the book as supplement. It's going to be a lot of praying going on. I was praying beforehand, but I'm like, I need to approach this differently. So just trying to stay positive about it. Yeah, next 2 to 3 weeks is just going to be pretty much content and a few questions after I learn the material. Well, refresh button. Learn the material. After I learn the material, I'm going to do questions as supplement. Yeah, I'm just going to try to take better care of myself. Eat properly, exercise, study. After my lease ends, that's pretty much what all I'm going to be doing. I'm not working. I'm just going to dedicate the time to that. Even though being around my parents is going to be really hard because family haven't seen me in a while and they're going to be like, oh, you need to do this, Lotus. I'm like, no. I am only here. I need to stay in my mode. I am not about to be doing anything extra. I just need to focus. That's just the type of person I am. I'm like, please just leave me alone. I need to get this done. I need to pass my NCLEX. Like, that is my main goal. I want to be a nurse. I will be a nurse. I am a nurse. So that is my plan for right now. I'm going to see if it needs to be tweaked at all along the way. I just need to approach this differently. I did get anxiety, but it was like a lot of questions that it went over my head. So I feel a lot better starting Hearst than when I started Kaplan. And I think that is a improvement from the last few months when I was studying. I don't know if y'all need inspiration. I failed, and it does take a minute to bounce back. And I didn't say this in my last video, but be careful what songs you listen to that is on your shuffle. If you listen to music just to calm you down, because when I came back home after my NCLEX, I was just like, let me just wash this off. I was taking a shower and listening to music. Adele came on 5 times after I took my NCLEX, and I knew it was a sign that I felt. I was just like, Adele, I mean, I love her. She's my boo. But 5 times that Adele comes on, I'm like, I fucking felt it. I felt it. I don't know what to do. And I was freaking out. I was just like, this is not a good sign. It's not hype music that's coming on my shuffle. It's Adele. Saddest songs of Adele comes on my shuffle. So, yeah. I hope everyone studies hard. Find out what works for you. If you're trying to do, like reviews, make sure it's something that's good to your needs and how you're learning. Because you can't, honestly, sometimes, depending on the type of person you are, just doing questions is not going to be enough. And you need something that's going to be very interactive and help you think through the material so you can do well for the NCLEX. A lot of people that's really good at test taking, they might just need to do questions every day, and that's how they learn. Me, I wasn't the strong test taker, but I also need the content. I need the content background and then be able to use those strategies as I'm actively doing questions. And I think this is a better approach for me. You just need to find out what's best for you. And I'm signing off. Good luck, everyone. And if you're about to graduate nursing school, good luck. Keep on going. And if you are about to take NCLEX, good luck. Find out what I think the best thing is when you finish nursing school is to find out what you need to do for yourself to be successful in the NCLEX. I honestly wasn't sure, but I knew I knew when I took Kaplan, like, I don't think this is best for me. And I knew other people that was taking it. Like I said, I got it paid for. It was a scholarship. So I was just like, okay, let's try this. But you need to find out what's best for you, you need to sit down and find a strategy and like set up goals for yourself for each day, daily, weekly, so forth, and find out what can help you be successful. And also do breaks. You just need to find out, don't overwhelm yourself with material or questions. You just need to find out what works best for you. And I think that's the best advice I can give you right now. And I'll keep you updated. And everyone, God bless. No NCLEX formed against me shall prosper. I'm coming just positive. And good luck, everyone. Bye.